Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is Archer. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go play action with Lawrence. Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Oh, my God, bro.
Intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Lions at 9-2 to start play. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence.
Oh, my God. Why don't he throw the fucking ball? I fucking hate this nigga.
Take over here at their own 22-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a
What you doing?
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. play fake here on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Slot man moves right. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run it with Jacobs.
God damn, dude, don't go down.
Minnesota.
Shit.
Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw again is Lawrence. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Oh my God! How y'all not blocking 3 people? Hey, 3 people! 3 people!
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And a throw here going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner.
Oh, bro, this game.
It's a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They go play action now. Lawrence swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of my teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards on the play. They run again on first down. Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now Lawrence on first down. That is caught by Lamb. And in for the Lions touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw again. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. Here as he's taken down. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll look to throw here. They're going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10.
Where'd my dude go?
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. They'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. The coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll run with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it a 9-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
God damn.
Dropped at the 25
Bro.
after a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They go with Jacobs. And
let's go!
Close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Lions will take over. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call. Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these 2 teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On play action, Lawrence.
God dang.
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. 23 yards to pick up there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Lawrence. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles. That touchdown drive on the other
corner.
side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Oh my God!
To his running back right side. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They go play action with Lawrence. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And to throw again is Lawrence. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
Oh, my gosh. This is some bullshit. Boy, man, y'all. Boy.
At midfield. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And
oh my God! You're fucking right.
Taken down at about the 33.
You're fucking right. This nigga wide open, inside dead eye, in the pocket, not moving, missed the throw. What kind of shit is that? This shit, bro. This shit, bro.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DK Metcalf, 29 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown.
Dude, wide open, man. Inside dead eye, not moving. And you let him miss a throw. I never seen that type of miss before. This game just do its own shit.
From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
Stupid ass game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Lawrence.
I can't even make that throw because he's not an X factor.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Oh, I threw it to the wrong. I threw it to the wrong mother.
Get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Oh, I threw it to the wrong mode. Oh, I had him open.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match the opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
It's 3 more foes, bro.
45-yard line. try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have the Lions first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
Punt 4th or 3 or more. You must punt or let down. Oh.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence.
God.
And he's not able to
Can't
get
throw a
away.
screen.
Sacked back at the 22. Draymond Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Play action. It's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing now, Lawrence, eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. That one looks like he'll throw here. Able to hit his target Lamb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back to throw. Lawrence on the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the fourth quarter.
So for Detroit, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they